Right, so let's go and take this Fiesta to the dyno. We're going to take it to Underwoods in Carlisle, and they're going to put it on the hub dyno, so we can see what sort of file that this has, what sort of power it makes. It's an unknown map and unknown modifications, basically. I mean, I say unknown, I know it has an air filter, and I also know that it has a decat and an intercooler. I was told it was supposed to be a stage 2 map. What that makes, I don't know, but we're going to find out anyway, and then that's going to give us our sort of base figure of what this car is right now, and then I can sort of work on where I need to get to for the actual plans of the car. So aiming for like 360, 380 sort of area, but we can sort of see what it's doing now, and it also means that I can see if it's sort of fueling okay and running okay. So that's this morning's plan. So I'll take it off there now, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, so you'd say about 215-ish, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yeah, 215, 220 at the flywheel.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's a nice smooth graph.
Yeah.
Torque's alright.
The problem is I don't know what it is that's on it. I don't know what file it is or anything. Just, This is why I brought it, just to see what it's doing. But
yeah. Well,
that's pretty easy.
No, it's good fun.
Take that, so we need to double that. Maybe. That's alright. It shoots flames, which is annoying. Right, and we are back now from the dyno. So, if you looked at the graph there, it was 191 horsepower at the hubs. So roughly about 15% losses. So you're talking around about 225 horsepower, which is pretty good. That would suggest it possibly is a stage 2 file that's on it, and it made I don't know what the pound per feet in the torque was, but it was quite a lot higher than the previous stage 2 car that they'd had on their hub dyno. So it's about 30 odd newton meters more. So that's pretty good. And it looks pretty decent. The graph looked fine. You can sort of see if you looked at the torque curve, you can the torque kicks in quite low down. It peaks high, low down compared to the previous stage 2 car they had on their hub dyno, which is probably why it actually spins quite a lot, because it does as soon as you fly it spins, and then as the power comes it gets the grip and it goes, but it does spin a hell of a lot, that car. So that's pretty good. So we know it's actually a decent sort of healthy-ish current file that's on it, so I'm not really worried or concerned about anything that the car has now. It does have a ECU light on for, it says it's a O2 sensor, so I need to look at that. I'm hoping it's a secondary one and not a primary one, otherwise that's down a bit on power. The light came on sort of on the second run on the dyno. Also, we had a quick look at the mods on the car. So it has a Perrin induction kit, or has a pipe that goes to a Perrin. It's a Perrin pipe anyway. But this induction kit's sort of situated right behind the passenger headlight. It doesn't seem to have any way it can get air. I don't understand. It seems wedged right in a little corner. There's doesn't seem any airflow to it, so I don't understand that. So that's something I'm not really happy with that, and I'm going to change that anyway. It has an AirTech intercooler. There's a cat behind me. AirTech intercooler, but it's like a smaller version of the AirTech intercooler, probably the one they fit for a stage 1 or stage 2. So that's something else that we need to change. And obviously the turbo. And it also turns out that I didn't know if it had an exhaust or not. I didn't think it did. It looked like a standard back box to me. Turns out it was and is. And basically it's had like the sort of centre silencer chopped out and a straight bit of pipe welded in. So it's a standard exhaust. So obviously with a slightly bigger exhaust that might have made a little bit more power anyway. But yeah, so we've got a decat into a standard system with a centre box chopped out. That's it. So 225-ish, we'll call it horsepower, because people like to hear flywheel power instead of hub power. So 225 horsepower is the starting point. And now we'll make a list of some mods and start buying things and start doing things. Probably going to be induction kit first, and intercooler and exhaust, and then we'll look at the turbos and the mapping from there and the fuel inside of it after that. But I think induction kit's probably one thing I'd like to change. So really, I'm just confused as to how that's supposed to get any air into it. So we'll see. So yeah, anyway, that's not bad. So thanks to Underwoods for that on a Monday morning. Let's carry on with this Fiesta.